Hello, we're gonna show you how to build a raised bed for gardening today. What we did is we used 2x8 material and 4x4s. So we have a list of everything we need up there. So let's go up there and I'll show you how to build them. So the tools that we're gonna need today are gonna be a circular saw. I have a drill with an 1/8 inch bit, impact. We need screws. I have 3-inch screws. These are exterior screws. A pencil, a tape measure, a speed square. The material that we're gonna need, we're using 2x8 materials. These are all untreated. We painted linseed oil on them a couple days ago to help cure them. It helps preserve the wood. So we have 2x8s. We need 4 of them at 8 feet long. And we're gonna need 4 of them at 3 feet 9 inches. Then we're gonna need 4 of the 4x4 blocks at 14.5 inches. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how we do it. So I'll show you how I mark these out for pre-drilling first. So I line this up with the edge over here. And I put a mark on both sides of it. I'll just show you one side for now. So I just come in right here and here. It's not an exact measurement. Just want to be a little ways from the edge and from the top. That's how we pre-drill that one. Now, let me get a piece of scrap lumber over here. I have a scrap piece of lumber. When I used 8-foot board to make these 3 feet 9, this is a scrap piece of lumber left over from the pile of, can show them all the, this is the materials we need. So on the 8-foot boards, what we do is I scribe it right here, because that's where the 3 foot 9 boards are gonna go. I scribe it there. And then I scribe it here. So what I do here, I do the same thing that we did for that 4x4. Right there, and right there, right there, right there. And what I do is put a mark there and there. These are where we're gonna pre-drill it. And we have to do this to all 4, both ends of the 8-footers. And we have to do this drilling pattern on all 4 of the 3 foot 9. So let me go ahead and drill one of them and then we'll get them all prepped and we'll show you how to put them together. I'm using an 1/8 inch drill bit. Something else that I didn't mention is kind of important is it's a lot easier to work if you have a nice work area. We just have some picnic tables and fold-up tables here. If you have sawhorses, that'll work fine too. But if you're working alone, you might want to do all this work up here and then build it on the ground, because we built it up here and 2 of us set it down, but they get pretty heavy if you have to lift them down by yourself. So something to think about. So the total cost to build this project was approximately $47. It was $37 for $37.50 for 6 of the 2x8s by 8 feet long, and approximately $10 for the 4x4. But you will have a little bit of 4x4 left over after we cut 4 pieces out of an 8-footer. So if you can buy a shorter piece, that would be fine too. So let me go ahead and get all these pre-drilled, and we'll get back and show you how to put it all together. Alright, cut some more 4x4 pieces. It's best to do it in 2 passes. I mark 14.5 inches all the way around, cut halfway through, then flip it over. If you don't have a circular saw or don't want to operate one, Lowe's or Home Depot will usually cut lumber to size if you take these measurements there and tell them what you need. One more. 14.5. We should be done with the circular saw. Next step should just be the screws and the drill for the impact. If you don't have an impact, you can just use a drill and put the tip in the drill. next step. Let's see here. Let's turn this around. Get that speed square. So we flush this up with the side and with the top. Once that's all flushed up with that, go ahead and put your screws in it. Started. Just start them in there, half an inch or so. Same thing on this side. Let's try to square it up. Okay, once you get it square on this side and that side, go ahead and put your screws in it. Do the second one. If it has any bad marks like that, I put them towards the inside. Level that one up with that board and make sure it's tight this way. There's one. Same thing with this side. Make sure it's level on both sides. Level there and there. Make sure it's straight. And put your screws in. swivel that up there. And put the screws in this one. Okay, take one of them over here. Alright, our next step is to set those up about 8 feet apart. Like I was saying before, if you're working alone, it might be better off to build this on the ground at this point because they get pretty heavy. You have to pick them up off of the table. Just something to think about. So, alright, you come over there. Get some more screws. Okay, so this part right here, this 8-foot board lines up flush with the edge of that one. Okay, same thing over here. Now we can go ahead and put these screws in. Okay, same thing on this side. Make sure you're lined up. Board. And another part I want to show you guys is these little marks right here are showing the crown of the board. Sometimes the board, sometimes the board has a little bow in it, so you want to always put the crown up. So I already crown these before we cut them. Make sure the other side's right. over here now. Loosen one of those up. Nope, I'm gonna have to take this board back off. It needs trimmed. Cut it a little bit too long. No problem. That's why we put it together with screws. No problem. Two more boards, and then we're done. Bring her up a little bit. Bit crooked. Let her straighten out. Both ends before we install it. Should be fine. Level it up with that side. Same thing over here. board. Line that one up. Let's make sure we're good on the other side before we put them all in. Four more to do there. All right. And we're done. That's all there is to it. So back to the raised beds. If we already showed you how to build the raised beds. If you build multiples, you can always, if they're too low to the ground, you can always stack two on top. That way you have higher raised beds. I would just put one of the extra boards inside of here and pin that together just to help strengthen it up. So if you want it to be this high off the ground, or if you build multiples, you can design and stack them any way you want. This is just one of the ideas that we came up with. So you have a lower bed and then a higher upper bed. So that just gives you a little bit of versatility. Depends on how much room you have and what your needs are. So that's about it. So you can stack them up as any height you want or make the beds a little bit different, but 4x8 is the size that seems comfortable for us. We like 4 foot because you can come in from this side to the halfway point, or you can come in from this side and reach, because you don't never want to walk on the soil once you put inside of there, because you want loose, fluffy soil. So that's about it. Like I say, this, if you don't want to bend over, just build and stack them like this, and gives you a bigger raised bed. That's it.